When a messy breakup goes public, the results are often ugly. And Depp and Heard know this one too well because they have been going head-to-head not just in the media, but also in courts ever since their parting of ways. Don't forget to watch today's video to the very end, as we'll be telling you if there's any substance in the rumors that Amber Heard has been fired from her signature DC EU role in Aquaman 2 by its producer. Johnny Depp and Amber Heard met on the sets of The Rum Diary back in 2009. Sparks must have flown instantly, as not too long after, in 2015, the couple got married in a secretive private ceremony in LA. However, unfortunately, fate had something else in store, as the couple's divorce was filed by Heard just a year later on grounds of domestic abuse. This is just the tip of the iceberg, as their strained relationship just went on to get further demolished under the burden of a disastrous back and forth of nasty abuse allegations and legal proceedings. Following a hefty $7 million divorce settlement came the infamous op-ed that Heard wrote for the Washington Post, wherein she spoke about the horrible, biased, and unfortunate treatment of women in domestic abuse cases. Heard wrote, "I became a public figure representing domestic abuse, and I felt the full force of our culture's wrath for women who speak out." Although never mentioned by name in the op-ed, Johnny Depp sued Heard over the article for $50 million in 2019. The suit said that Heard is not a victim of domestic abuse, she is a perpetrator, and denied that Depp ever abused her, alternatively suggesting that Heard's allegations were part of an elaborate hoax to generate positive publicity for the actress. In response to this, Heard then made a court filing that attempted to dismiss Depp's defamation suit. Herein, she detailed multiple instances of alleged abuse that she said occurred during their marriage, claiming that she still had the scars on her body from an incident where Depp allegedly threw her through a ping pong table and dragged her through shreds of broken glass. Finally, after some real tough times in the courtroom for the embattled actor Johnny Depp, following repeated failures in the infamous libel trials that we will be telling you about next, the former Fantastic Beasts 3-star has recently picked up a rare win in his ongoing legal battle with ex-wife Amber Heard. A New York judge, finally to Depp's relief, has ruled that the American Civil Liberties Union must provide documentation that confirms whether or not the Aquaman actress gave the non-profit organization a donation from the $7 million she received in her divorce settlement from the Rum Diary star, as well as the Children's Hospital Los Angeles, as Depp had claimed from the very beginning that all of the claim of charity was a carefully planned move to build positive publicity. Johnny Depp's high-profile and ultimately disastrous libel case against the Sun is a rarity in an era where financially struggling news outlets are less willing to fight risky legal cases, and where libel law incentivizes publishers to settle before cases reach court. Depp fought News Group Newspapers, the publisher of The Sun, in court over a 2018 article in which they called him a wife-beater in reference to Depp and Heard's former marriage. The trial began in early July and lasted 3 weeks. Depp allegedly said that Heard defecated in his room and threw punches at him, which Heard denies. Accusations of extramarital affairs between Heard with James Franco and Elon Musk, which of course Heard denies, were also hurled by Depp. Heard, meanwhile, accused Depp of domestic abuse, of bruising her face with a phone, and even went to the extent to allegedly claim that Depp had threatened to kill her. 3 months after the blockbuster trial began, Judge Mr. Justice Nicol ruled that the Sun was correct in reporting that Depp was violent towards his ex-wife Amber Heard. Johnny Depp has continuously and strenuously denied all of Heard's claims regarding violence, and in a statement published shortly after the ruling, his lawyers took the stance that this decision is as perverse as it is bewildering. As a further devastating blow to Depp, following his defeat in the libel case, he was thrown out of the movie Fantastic Beasts 3, the news of which Depp announced in a typed letter posted on his gram, which read, "I wish to let you know that I have been asked to resign by Warner Brothers from my role as Grindelwald in Fantastic Beasts, and I have respected and agreed to that request." It's no surprise that Johnny Depp's fans were equally sad and enraged at how things played out. Further, when attempts were made in January 2020 by Depp's legal team with an appeal in the hopes to overturn the court's ruling, it was refused by Judge Nicol on the grounds that she did not consider that the proposed grounds of appeal have a reasonable prospect to success. Depp once again submitted an application to the Court of Appeals in London to obtain permission, once more, to contest the High Court ruling, which was again dismissed in March 2021. Calls for Amber Heard's dismissal from Aquaman 2 began shortly after Warner Brothers asked Johnny Depp to step down from the role of Grindelwald in Fantastic Beasts 3 following his loss in the Sun libel trial. Defenders of Depp made an online petition for her to be removed from her role, and it's continued to gain signatures. In fact, a whopping 1.8 million people have already signed said petition at this point. Before even the initial calls completely died down, Amber Heard is now once again face-to-face with calls for boycott and her dismissal following the recent title reveal of the Aquaman sequel. Right after director James Wan announced the title of the film's second installment, Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom, fans began calling out the creators with appeals of firing Heard from the role. Further, to intensify the situation, soon after, #boycott Aquaman 2 and #justice for Johnny Depp became hot trending topics on Twitter as fans strongly reiterated that they do not wish to see Heard's involvement in the sequel. One hardy fan of Johnny Depp said, "Warner Brothers fired Johnny Depp because of an ongoing case, yet Amber Heard is still in Aquaman 2. The best way to get them back is to not watch their film. #boycott Aquaman 2, #justice for Johnny Depp." As much as I would love to watch Aquaman 2, they are yet to fire Amber Heard, so I'll be refusing to watch it. Until then, #Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom, #Aquaman, #justice for Johnny Depp, added another fan. If Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom has Amber Heard still playing Mira, then I'll be skipping that movie and won't watch, a third one wrote. Whilst different media and social media outlets were publishing contrasting news regarding Heard's dismissal, some claiming she had been fired due to the fan pressure, while others claimed the exact opposite, leaving the general public largely confused as to her status and the casting. The producer of Aquaman 3 came to the rescue. Producer Peter Safran was asked whether the social media campaign by Johnny Depp fans for Amber Heard's removal from the DC sequel ever had any influence on the production and their casting decisions in a recent podcast, to which he replied saying, "I don't think we're ever going to react to, honestly, pure fan pressure," said Safran. "You gotta do what's best for the movie," he continued. "We felt that if it's James Wan and Jason Momoa, it should be Amber Heard. That's really what it was." He further added, "One is not unaware of what is going on in the Twitterverse, but that doesn't mean you have to react to it or take it as gospel or accede to their wishes. You have to do what's right for the film, and that's really where we landed on it." So, it really seems it's all cleared out that Amber Heard will be in fact seen as Mira in Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom, set to be released in December 2022. But really, with how firmly the producer denied the predicament, kind of makes us feel as though an Aquaman sequel without Amber Heard was never ever an option. That is it for today's video. Subscribe to our channel and keep an eye out for our future uploads for more juicy updates straight from the Planet Hollywood. See you next time!